you were changing like drastically profession. How was your experience when you came from Brazil to Australia?
In the end of these 2 weeks, they offered me a full-time position.
Full-time position, so it was not part-time?
It's a full-time position. Getting to the residency pathway. No experience at all with civil construction design.
You made the right decision, and that sometimes we make a lot of mistakes. Like, I've been in Australia for 10 years, and trust me, I have a lot of friends, including myself.
A lot of changings happening. It's like 2 years. If you want this opportunity, if you want to participate, you need to draw a foundation. And then I stayed, I draw my foundation the way that I did. Was not perfect at all, was terrible. I went for this 2 weeks internship. Intense knowledge, like doing a lot of things that I've never seen in my whole life. Never. I think this is why I'm more nervous than
before.
Anything.
Hey everyone, this is Dylan. I'm the marketing manager from Avi College, and if you haven't seen these videos before, the reason why is that this is the first episode we're doing of the podcast here in Avi College, and I have the pleasure of having one of the best students of civil construction design that we have ever had. It was difficult to make it happen, but here she is with us. Her name is Eduarda. She's originally from Brazil. So Eduarda, welcome here to Avi College, and thank you so much for having my invitation. I know you're really busy working right now, but thanks for coming and make it.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for the invitation. I'm Eduarda. I'm from Brazil.
Eduarda, you know, you are an international student. You study a career that normally before for women was not that like the first choice, right? How was your experience when you came from Brazil to Australia? How was your experience as an international student?
I came to Australia 3 years ago, 3 years and a half ago. And I came firstly to study 5 months of English. And this was like my top one goal, to learn English and to know how to speak fluently.
Yeah.
And then after 5 months, I fell in love with Australia, and then I wanted to extend my visa. But then for that, I needed like to choose what I wasn't going to do. If it was like English, or if I would have a bachelor degree, advanced diploma, what would be like my future steps. And then I thought, why not get into the residency pathway? And then civil construction was one of the pathway that was good for residency. And then I thought, why not? Let's do it. Firstly, I had like no experience at all with civil construction design. In Brazil, I studied marketing.
Oh.
And I was working with that in Brazil before I came to Australia. So I was kind of sure that I would not leave this career to other thing.
Yeah.
And especially for civil construction design, as you mentioned, it's not a good area for you women.
Yes.
It wasn't a good
like
area for women.
Like a stereotype, yeah.
Yeah. But now I think that things are changing like rapidly. So I'm working the field. So
that's great. That's great as well. That's good.
Yeah. And then I changed to civil construction design. I was living in Sydney, studying English in Sydney. And when it happened to have an opportunity to come to Adelaide and then to study in Avi College. And then I came 2 years ago. I started the course. And when firstly I got here, most of my classmates had a background in civil construction or like architecture or any work related in construction. And I had nothing, so it was quite of challenging and scary for me.
Yeah.
Because I thought that I would not fit myself in the profession. I would not like see the future for me in profession. And while like I'm going to compete with everyone here, more than like 30 students that have experienced it, they even have a bachelor degree in their country in the background.
And how you make the decision to study construction? Like, you were changing like drastically professions. What pushed you to go with construction, and you say you woke up one day and said, yeah, I want to study that?
I talk to a lawyer, like an immigration lawyer, as everyone
Yeah.
who is in a residency pathway is gonna know that. I talked to the lawyer, and then we were talking and trying to find something that would fit like myself into a career that would give me the residency in the end. And marketing wasn't one of them. So
I know that for sure.
yeah, so I was trying like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then he knew it that I used to use some like advertising tools, softwares in Brazil, like Photoshop, like InDesign, and those kind of things. I used to work with that. And then he related one thing to another. Okay, so let's try to find something that you keep like using software, and then will be like a smoother transition for you, even if you are doing something totally different of what you are used to do. Now and then it's gonna be a good pathway for you. Just think about it and okay, let's do it. Let's challenge myself.
Yeah, I understand. And I think that's brave for you, like doing that, you know, changing your career. And I think it in the long run, like the future Eduarda from that point will thank you for that decision, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like myself from today, it's already thanking like myself from the past for the choices that I've done before. Even like moving to Adelaide, the choice that I've made of joining Abbey College and everyone that has been supporting me here, I think I would not have the same support back in Sydney if I were like...
That's really good, because sometimes we make a lot of mistakes. Like I've been in Australia for 10 years, and trust me, I have a lot of friends, including myself, that we haven't made the right decisions, and that's why we have been a lot of years without having the permanent residency, because we have made like not clear decisions. But you made the right decision, and that talks a lot from you, which is great, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's not like my pathway is perfect. It's not everything like possible already happened to me. So, but I think I thank myself from the past of this choice of not losing my time, like doing things that would not give me the residency in the end. Because I've met some friends that they have been living here for 10 years or 8 years
still struggling.
And then they talk to me like, if you want to stay, if you really enjoy Australia, just find your pathway as soon as possible, because everything changed, and we are like seeing a lot of changes happening since like 2 years.
Yeah, and especially also in civil construction design, isn't it?
Yeah, since I started here, we changed a lot of things. Now we have to do the diploma and then the advanced diploma. And before we didn't have the CDR, but now we have the CDR. Yeah. So it's a lot of things to process and a lot of changings as well.
And I think for a lot of students that are watching this video right now, before, like, you study this course for 2 years, right? And you didn't have to do any CDR. So the CDR is like the process you validate with Engineers Australia, isn't it?
Yep.
And then you just study this course, and then they used to give you the skill assessment. That was your migration lawyer advice, right?
Yeah, after that, before this all updatings in the migration, everyone that has this certificate in advanced diploma, even for like college as Abbey College or unis, after you finished your course, you will have directly your skill assessment to Engineers Australia. You didn't need to do anything else, just present your certificate. And now only uni certification is valid for that. So what our pathway is now doing the CDR, which is a document that you just explain 3 careers episodes, and try to relate your maybe school jobs, school project to your position description, like civil construction, structural drafter or whatever. But you have the vertices as well, and this is the one that I'm doing right now.
Okay, yeah, let's go into that. So then you came to Adelaide, you started this 2 years course. I guess it was not easy because you didn't have experience in the field. And then later on, you start finding that you like it, that you were, and I think that takes a lot from the people that are going to guide you through, the coaching people. Who were your coaches or trainers that support you through that journey and that make that possible, Eduarda from the future, to thank the Eduarda from the past and vice versa?
Yeah, actually it's funny because my very first day here was the very first day of Camilo as well.
Oh.
Who was like my training from the beginning to the end. And now he's my coworker. But yeah, it was nice because he was learning how to teach as well, and I was learning everything basically. But when I struggled to find myself in the profession, and when I thought that would be difficult for me to be in the same point as everyone, because I didn't want to feel that I was behind, that I was not learning the same thing, that I was not capable to learn the same thing, because I'm not starting from the same point as everyone. I ran to Camilo and I told him, look, you probably are gonna have like a really tough job with me here, because I have like no experience at all. I'm not from the construction field, so I have like anything. Just try to think everything that you need to teach twice to me, because it's gonna be difficult. And then he always was so patient and so clear to me. So he used to sit with me like every day after class and explain everything that I didn't understand in the beginning. He used to say to me, and then right next to me, explain directly to me. And all the extra classes as well. I think if you were here before, but we didn't have AutoCAD and Revit from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then Camilo and Iris, they introduced that extra class, so it was like 1 day more of class just for us to learn AutoCAD and Revit. And I think this is like a really advantage if you compare with other schools that are not doing that. They are just following the government curriculum.
Yeah.
Because today I use AutoCAD and Revit every day. So if it's like a software that you learn at school, it's gonna be easier for you to apply for jobs and to get opportunity. If you don't know how to use it, it's not gonna be any opportunity for that. Even if you know all the theory, even if you know all the technical knowledge, it is important.
Or
it is important
or
as
if you
well.
learn in YouTube, for example.
Yeah, it is important as well, the technical knowledge. It is important that you to understand the engineering concepts. But if you don't know how to use AutoCAD or Revit, it's almost like impossible to get an opportunity.
And we are in Adelaide, so Adelaide migration perspective is a little bit different from other states, right? So that's my concern as well, like with a lot of students, and that's why I wanted you to be here, Eduarda, because I want other people like you to know that like what we're trying to teach people, like from a college perspective, is different from other providers. Like you mentioned, we have an extra day to teach AutoCAD, to teach Revit, and Camilo and Leah, which are the ones that are leading this course for us, are the ones that are out there as well working, so they have the fresh knowledge to help you guys. So, okay, so you learned that from Camilo, and then later on, how did you, because I heard the rumor that you were one of the best students in civil construction, and of course you didn't have previous experience before. Yeah. So how you get into that point? I know Camilo supported you a lot, but also you have to make a lot of will to make that happen, right?
Yeah, you need to take advantage of all the support that you are having. You're not gonna do that alone, of course, and even if you put like all the effort, you need a good network and a good base to move on. And I think my good base was here in Adelaide, like in Abbey College, because I had all the Abbey College like supporting me, and Camille like taking my hand and let's do it together and you're gonna learn that. And of course I came every day to class, the 4 days, the extra days, the speaking sessions that the Abbey College provided as well. And this is how we met Leia, and she's one of the trainers now. Yeah. That is really meaningful, and this is how we connect the students to the real market and the real practice world. So that was the point that I was taking advantage of everything that was offering to me at that moment. And I think this is how you move on and you get opportunities. Because if you just do the basic, if you just do, I'm only gonna come for the 3 days classes, which is the one that the government is asking
Every
to
college
me.
do that,
Yeah,
What's
you're
the
not
difference?
gonna have anything different from the other ones. And probably you're gonna lose 1 day of AutoCAD, and then in the future, when you have an opportunity, you're not gonna know how to use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think take advantage of all the support, and here you have the support, so just use it in your favor.
Yeah, and I think I heard as well that I joined here in November last year, and then months later, before you finish your course in July, I heard that you got, through us and through Camilo, which is your co-worker now, was your trainer from the first day, an internship position, isn't it? Can you talk us a little bit about how that happened? Because I think other students from the same batch of civil construction were looking for that internship. So can you tell us a little bit about how you get that internship?
Yep, it would be a whole internship, so it would be so fast, like 2 weeks. Would be two students, 2 weeks each. He brought foundation plan, and then we needed to draw that foundation plan in that moment, like in that night.
Yeah.
So he just got in the class and told, I have an opportunity. If you want this opportunity, if you want to participate, you need to draw a foundation. And then I'm gonna analyze all the drawings, and then I'm gonna come back with the result. And then I stayed, I draw my foundation the way that I did. Was not perfect at all, was terrible. But I just stayed there. I draw this foundation, and then 1 day after, Camilo called us 3 students to talk, and then to decide what we are gonna do, because he wanted to give this opportunity for like the three of them. Yeah, but we had like only 2 spots. And in the end, I got it, and another classmate got it as well. I went for this 2 weeks internship. Intense knowledge, like doing a lot of things that I've never seen in my whole life. Never. And I learned everything. I put an effort. I stayed every day, like from early morning to the end of the day. And then in the end of these 2 weeks, they offered me a full-time position.
Full-time position, so it was not part-time? Kind of?
It's a full-time position.
Okay, let's put it like that.
Yeah, and then this internship like turned to a paid position, and was really nice. I was really surprised at that day, because I thought that would be just an opportunity to learn, and that's it. Because in the beginning, Camilo told us there's no full-time position prepared for this internship. So just go for that, like thinking
and
that
see
it's
how it goes.
Yeah, just go thinking that it's an opportunity for you to learn, not for you to get a job, because there's no opportunity after that. And this is what was told us at that moment. But for me, it was okay. I just wanted something to put in
To learn. Yeah.
my resume, to try to find other opportunities after that. Because, you know, when you have an experience in your resume, that makes the things a lot easier to
Yes.
get other opportunities. And I was working only in hospitality before, so it was difficult for me having no background in civil construction and working only in hospitality since I arrived in Australia. And then how would I get like an opportunity in an engineering company like from nothing?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to use this opportunity to put something in my resume, and then after getting more and more opportunities. So I was not thinking like to stay there, actually, for sure. I was not thinking that. I was not expecting that. I just did my best. I just tried to learn as fast as I could. I just tried like to be proactive and then learn from everyone that was there, not only Camila, because I needed to take advantage that I was with other engineers that had other perspectives, other backgrounds, and then I could learn from them as well, not only from Camila. Then you have like different perspectives of the same thing. And then in the end of these 2 weeks, they call me to a talk, and then they offer me the job.
That's oh my God, that's amazing! Like, because you were not expecting that at all.
No, it was a really good surprise for me.
And then the other person that also was working in the Abbey College student that was doing that internship as well. What happened to him or her? Like, they only offer one person the job.
There was only one spot, and then I really don't know like why they chose me. If there was like one reason, there were more than one reason.
Yeah.
But I know that the other girl was a girl that was doing, but she was not doing at the same time as me. So
different days.
It was like 2 weeks for her in the beginning. Then she left, and then I started 2 weeks after.
Okay.
And then after my 2 weeks, they offered me the job. But I don't know what happened with the other girl. It just was one spot.
Sometimes,
this is all I know.
Sometimes there are opportunities and it's meant to be for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was meant to be for you, because it was not supposed to be a job opportunity.
No.
It was not supposed to be like that kind of internship, and it appeared because of your lecturer.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And now you have a job. Now I think you are used to use the softwares of Revit and AutoCAD like directly with the projects. So what do you do normally in those projects? What are you designing? What are your tasks right now?
So right now I'm a structural drafter.
Yeah.
I'm not into civil construction, even if my course is civil construction design. My area is structural drafter, and our main role is based in designing, updating, detailing drawings in AutoCAD or Revit. You can use other softwares in other companies as well. In these companies, I use most AutoCAD and Revit.
Yeah.
But basically, you need to understand the markup from the engineering. They are the ones designing the projects, the structural, but you are the one who is gonna put in the software as well, and then prepare all the drawings to be construction.
Okay, so like before they send it to construction, you are the guys who are designing.
Yeah.
Like the SketchUps, I would say.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they draw a markup for us, which all the calculation that they have done, all the structure, it's all of them, and then they send these drawings for us. But it's like a really rough markup. It's nothing beautiful
and not detailed.
No. And then we need to get this markup and put in a software to make it pretty and
understandable.
To make it,
kind of.
To make it to be constructed.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course to meet the Australian standards as well. We have a lot of codes here that has been used to Australia and New Zealand as well. So we need to follow the Australian standards as well in our drawings.
That's great. That's great. So right now you are in a 485 visa.
Yeah, I'm still in a student visa like this. My last 2 weeks in a
2 weeks?
student visa. Yeah. So I'm on holidays now, of course. And then I'm transitioning to the 485, which is the postgraduate when you graduate from
a vocational
Yep.
course. Now, that graduate visa, are you doing, I think you mentioned before, beta CES, isn't it?
Yep.
You're not doing Engineers Australia.
Not for now, because with these changes in the CDR, it could be really difficult for me to get the CDR done by the time that I need to apply for the visa. And I was kind of afraid to change it again, and then I'm initiating all the process and then to get the negative response.
Yeah.
So I prefer to go, just because of visa issue, I prefer to go to VETASYS, and then after I get my visa approved and I don't have any problem, any issue,
Yeah.
then I can decide if I want to do the CDR or not.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I don't have the answer yet, because it could change in the next July, and now I want to change of visa in 1.5 years. Yeah, I'll have 1.5 years of visa, so everything
To work full
could
time
change. Yeah, everything could change in this time. So for now, I decided to go with VETASYS just because of visa.
Yeah, and that was your migration agent advice, isn't it?
Yep.
So in that case, you have beta CES, and then you, with that, finishing the course, you can apply to a 485 visa, right?
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
is great, because that was a lot of the students has that concern that if they can apply to 485 visa without Engineers Australia. Of
You
course, this
can.
is more of migration perspective, but your migration lawyer mentioned to you that it's possible, right?
Yeah, you can. Of course, I haven't applied yet, so I can't say that it was approved or not. But yeah, you can do it. VETASYS, it's not the same thing as Engineers Australia, but it's one tool that you have to get your skill assessment anyway. So if for you, it's the way that it's the best, so you can go and you can apply for the 485 after.
So I think it's for all students that are studying this course, maybe they have the chance, if they speak to their migration agent and they have proper advice, they can go for a 485 visa, which is great, because then you have 18 months to
Yep.
kind of relax and start planning what to do next if you go to Engineering Australia or you
Yep.
keep looking for a job. But I think the most important thing that you mentioned here is that students need to seek a provider that's going to teach them about these two softwares that you are currently using in the
Yep.
industry, which is AutoCAD and Revit. And the good news is that we are now one of the best providers in Adelaide,
Nice.
having only offering these two courses with extra classes.
Oh,
So
that's
we're
so
really
nice.
proud to tell all students about that. And also we are doing a new campaign with the marketing team to give trial workshops to students that are in 45 visa or that are in different providers, but they have not get the enough knowledge, because we want to prepare them with the foundations. Because of
Yeah.
course, when you mentioned before, it's difficult to, when you get in a job and then maybe you're gonna see a lot of things, but at least you need to have the foundations to understand the context and maybe pass the interview.
Yeah. This is the support that I told you, that
Yeah.
it's the base, that it's gonna form you, and you need to take the advantage of everything that you can from those ones that are supporting you. And it happened when I started here, and I know now it is happening for those ones that I join as well,
Yeah,
that are
which is
starting
great, yeah.
now, which is very good, because in the beginning I didn't have, was like a purpose idea of Camilo and Iris to put that through the AutoCAD and Revit, and it was really helpful. It helped me, and I know that now if someone joined and had that since the beginning, since the day one, they're gonna have a really good support when they will apply for
That's good.
opportunities.
That's good, and thank you for sharing that. But just one last thing to finish. What would you say to a future student? Maybe they study marketing. who knows? Or maybe they have background or they don't have background. But what would you tell to a future student if they were looking to start studying civil construction design in Australia, and specifically in Adelaide? What would you tell that student?
That's difficult. I think I would say, don't be afraid if the things feel to be difficult, because it happened to me. It seems to be difficult in the beginning. It seems to be something that it wasn't for me. There would be a lot of people supporting you, so ask for help if you need it. Take advantage of everything that they are offering you, all the support that the people are offering you, and put an effort, because in the end you're gonna see how far you can reach if you put an effort and get advantage of everything.
And of course, choosing a provider.
Yeah,
like
choose like
college,
a good school that is gonna provide all the support for you. Yeah, not like that school that is just for visa.
Yeah.
That we know that happens a lot.
Yeah, and because of that thing that you can get the skill assessment like really quick. 172 providers open civil construction design. That's crazy. Yeah. But anyway, thank you, Eduarda, so much for coming here to campus. I know your time is really valuable, and I'm really happy that you're working now in the industry and that you are inspiring a lot of people. And I think with this video that you're communicating to maybe thousands of people around Australia or even offshore Australia that want to study this course here, you can encourage them as well to follow a pathway that can fulfill their dreams.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Sorry about my English.
No, your English is really good. Come on.
Because I'm not used to it. So I try to explain the best way for everyone. And I hope that everyone gets the same opportunity that I have to find a good school as I found 2 years ago. And now I'm a structural drafter.
Thank you so much, Eduarda.
Thank you.
And see you everyone out there. We will post the second episode soon. We're going to talk about as well the Advanced Diploma of Information Technology with other students that also are having success. So see you later. Bye-bye.